Oh, it's automatically recording and it will start letting people in now. I'm going to go ahead and mute for right now. All right, everybody, we are just going to wait until 4 o'clock to start. We are going to utilize the Q&A on this versus the chat. So please, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and put it in the Q&A and we'll be paying attention to that through the presentation.
I love this board. This is going to be really fun.
It will be. Give it a couple more minutes here.
Yeah. And I'll be monitoring the Q&A. So kind of intermittently throughout the video. If you have a question, please ask it because we really love to have questions. And Jennifer has all the answers.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. Looks like we got a few people joining us today on a Saturday afternoon.
Thank you for everybody for joining on a day that is, well, maybe where you're at. It's nice in Spokane. So all right, it looks like it is 4 o'clock. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. I am Jennifer. I am based out of the Spokane, Washington sales office. And my counterpart, I'll let you go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Cindy Mathis. I'm located in Kennewick, Washington in our Mid-Columbia Valley office. I service 5 counties in Washington and 3 counties in Oregon.
If you guys have any questions, just use the Q&A. It shows up faster than the chat does. So just type any questions into the Q&A and Cindy's going to be paying attention to that throughout the presentation. Any questions, go ahead and ask as we're going. You should be able to see my screen for Adair Homes. Can you see that, Cindy?
Yes.
Okay. Up here, we just wanted to real quickly take you through our website. When you are trying to find a local office, you're going to come up here to where it shows the county and build area. And you can kind of come in here and say, you know, Inland Northwest would be my area. Mid-Columbia Valley would be Cindy's, where you've got Columbia, Walla Walla County, Benton County, Franklin County, Adams County. This is really where you can go in and pull down specific pricing for the different areas out there. Then when we come in here to view all plans, today we are working with the St. Helens, and the St. Helens that we're showing you is in Idaho. It's actually northern Idaho, and we videoed this winter. But you would come on down here to our plans and go down to St. Helens, and we actually are looking at the farmhouse version of the St. Helens today, with the side garage, but the garage is on the reverse side. And scrolling down the page, you can see this house comes with different exteriors. You've got the Traditions, Craftsman, Farmhouse, and Riata.
And as you can have the garage on the front.
Yep, this house will come with the garage on the front too. And then as you scroll down here, you'll see pricing down here on the main page. So I did pull up the different floor plans. So this is what this particular house looks like with the garage on the front. So you would come in from the garage through the mudroom, and then the primary suite is on the back here. With the side garage, which we're going to show you today, with the side garage, the garage would come in through the utility room. And then you have this area over here flipped, where the primary suite now sits on the front of the house. And there's a mudroom off the back of the house. So this house, and the garage can be on either side. It is more dependent on where your power is. So that more dictates where we go. So again, this is the St. Helens. The Louisville is the same plan without the bonus room. So very similar in concept. Does anybody have any questions to start with? Or are we good?
I don't see any so far, but be sure and jump, because we love questions.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start the video. On this one, this was done, like I said, in the winter time, and this house hasn't been painted. This is a side load garage, and it's a farmhouse. It's hard to see in this picture. With the farmhouse, the front porch cover comes all the way over here through the great room. So I'm going to go ahead and start this. This is your farmhouse garage door. You guys can tell it's snowing. This is an upgrade. They actually did put in a gas fireplace with a stone surround and a hearth. They were going to bring in their own mantle, which they can install after the fact. And then if you look in here, this is standard carpet and linoleum.
And just one more thing on the fireplace, because I have a lot of people that ask if they don't have gas to the property, are they able to still have a fireplace? And of course, you know, they can have a propane tank. We can do a conversion for that.
Yeah, we can do a propane fireplace with the conversion kit, or I can do a wood fireplace. With the wood fireplace, we have certain dealers in all the markets that we can work with for specific fireplaces, and there's just a little bit more to wood. We have more requirements and regulations for wood, but you can have it with a tile surround. You can have the fireplace closer to the floor. You don't have to have a hearth. It's more preference of the client. With the wood fireplace, I have to have non-combustible material. So even like a mantle would have to be non-combustible.
Yeah, I've seen some beautiful fireplaces that we've done. I mean, everything from, you know, stone all the way up, no stone, lots of tile. They all look different. They kind of set the room.
So when we come in here, this is the master suite over here. The primary suite is this direction, but here's your dining room. They chose to have, they put their own appliances in this house. So they gave us the dimensions that their stove and their hood vent was going to be, but we needed to find a place for the microwave. So we actually made a cubby right here for their microwave, which they'll install down the road. And then they did an upgrade of white painted cabinets. Let's see what we did in two tones. We have a black painted island. This is linoleum, so the linoleum is standard in any of the wet areas, and then this is standard carpet.
It looks like they did a farm sink too in this one.
They
Maybe
did do a
right
farm
on
sink.
the,
This oven is amazing. But they did bring that in after the fact. So we generally would supply an electric Whirlpool oven with a microwave with the hood vent and a dishwasher. That would be standard. We also have a gourmet kitchen package that would come with a hood vent with cabinets over the top, a 36-inch cooktop, an oven, another oven, and a microwave with a dishwasher with our gourmet package. But these guys wanted to bring in their own appliances. It looks like we might have a question.
if you want double ovens, where would that go?
Generally, we would put like a pantry cabinet right here. We can put 2 ovens here if we can find a place for the microwave, or you would have 1 oven down here underneath the cooktop. And then you would have a microwave and an oven here. So this would be a tall pantry cabinet. This right here, refrigerator opening. This is your pantry cabinet right here. And again, they did an upgrade to a farmhouse sink. They
Wow.
did upgrade to quartz counters. And then they put sill and apron on all their windows. So a normal house would have drywall openings around the windows, but they put sill and apron almost on all the windows.
Mhm.
And so countertops, quartz and granite are an upgrade.
And you can also do a total wood wrap on the
Yep.
window as well.
Yep, you can do a fully wrapped window as well. All the refrigerator, that space you provide, refrigerator, washer, and dryer. All of them will come plumb for water. This is the pantry right here. I am not sure he took a picture of that pantry. We are going now into the dining room area. So because this is a side load garage, the mudroom is in the back. This is your half bath, closet, and then this is the primary bedroom that we're going into. They did craftsman trim. They did an upgrade to craftsman trim in this home. And again, they did a sill and apron, added a sliding glass door right here. This was just a wall, but they're building a porch out here because there's a beautiful creek that runs right there. And then we're going to go into the primary bathroom. Again, this is linoleum. This is standard linoleum. They upgraded their doors. These doors actually have been upgraded. They're called a yarrow door. Upgraded white cabinets. They did just laminate countertops. So they went with a standard countertop, which comes with a top mount sink. Satin nickel is our standard, and then we have satin nickel poles that are standard. They upgraded to a tile shower. Go ahead, Cindy.
Usually a 6-panel door. Just
Yep.
so you get-
Standard is a 6-panel
yeah.
door.
But I love those doors. That really makes it.
Yeah, they're pretty. So we do tile showers, and tile showers are really up to a homeowner what they want. We can put 2 soap niches in, we can put taller, wider soap niches, we can put corner benches in, we can put glass doors on them. It's really what the homeowner wants. What comes in this house standard is going to be a fiberglass tub shower. It's a fiberglass shower, and then it's got a glass door, and then it will also have a fiberglass soaking tub that is in there. That's what comes standard. This would be an upgrade. And they did the pebble floor.
I love that. That's good.
They did not show the tub very well, but this is a closet. Here is your partial bath. It is your toilet closet. So you've got a pedestal sink on this side. And the toilet is right behind that door.
Looks like they've got the brushed nickel plumbing fixtures. on
Yep.
this, Which is.
This
standard
is your mud room. He didn't go all the way into the mud room when they did the video. Going back out into the living room, again, this is farmhouse style. They have the custom doors in here and they added can lights. They added can lights to this room, but they also did a vault, which is an upgrade. And then this ceiling height on this house was upgraded to a 9-foot ceiling. Here's a coat closet right as you enter the house. There's a coat closet right here. Here is a bedroom. So when we look at the floor plans, if you guys are looking online at the floor plan, this would be your what's called your bedroom 3, your bedroom 2, and then the bonus room. He did not get a video of the utility room or the front room, but we'll kind of walk you through what he got. So this is the hallway to the bonus room, and you have another closet right here. Here's your bath 2. He's going straight back to the bonus room.
I think he comes back to the utility room though. Brief, there's a little bit of that.
So in the bonus room, they added can lights in here. And again, they've got sill and apron, and the rest is a drywall wrap window and craftsman trim. And this is standard carpet that comes in here. You'll notice that our vents are on the ceiling in here. Again, upgraded doors coming back out into the hallway. Here's the bedroom on the front of the house, straight down the hallway. This is going back into bedroom 2. If you guys want, you guys can do things like centering windows, making bigger windows. I get asked about that a lot. Those are all things that you can do. We always put more than enough outlets in the house. Never have a problem with outlets. And then we're going to come back into the hallway again. Here is your bathroom. Standard bathroom is going to have 1 sink, but you can put an optional second sink in here if you would like. You could center the sink. What's going to come standard with a laminate countertop is a top mount sink and the satin nickel. Fiberglass tub shower with the shower rod. And again, satin nickel is standard.
And they could get a shower door on that.
Yep, if you wanted a glass door, we can do a glass door on that. The lighting package in this house is a little bit older than what we currently carry because the house was built last year. So the lighting packages have changed. Another bedroom, you can see the sill and apron, the vents at the top, and then they upgraded to the craftsman trim. All of the houses come with heating and air conditioning. And this is going to go in. This is your front room. This bedroom actually is a pretty good size with pretty good windows. They added can lights also into this bedroom.
And I think it's like 13 by 12. That's a good size.
Yeah. I believe they're using this as a secondary bonus room for when their grandkids come.
Oh,
All their stuff gets to stay in here. Again, vents are on the ceiling. Big doors. And then we go into the utility room. You guys would provide the washer and dryer. We put standard shelf is like that.
Didn't they roughed in for a future dog wash, which I thought that was a really fun idea. There's just, they go so quickly in there, you don't really get to see it, but there's an area there where they put a drain and then roughed it in for a dog wash.
Yep, we can rough in for dog washes. We can rough in for utility sinks. We have utility sinks that we can put in there. Up to you. We can do cabinets in the utility rooms. We can do just upper cabinets. It's just all things that you would want to talk to your home ownership counselor about in your area. In the garage, in Idaho, I can suspend the furnace from the ceiling. In Washington state, you cannot do that. The furnace has to be in the house or in a controlled environment. But in Idaho, we are able to put the furnace up here. And then we will drywall in the garage, but we do not insulate the garage. So if you want it insulated, you'd want to make sure you let us know that. And we do provide a chain drive garage door opener with our homes, but you can upgrade to a belt drive for a couple $100. But we do the concrete in the garage as a part of the house cost. We will put the concrete in the garage and we are pretty much foundation to finish. But any kind of concrete outside the walls of the home or the garage, that would be owner responsibility for site development. So this is what it will look like as a finished product. Let me see if I can pull that back just a little bit. So you can kind of see right here, that's where you guys would put your own concrete. On the back of the house, we can do things like patio covers, sliders, 12-foot sliders, bigger windows. Those are all things that we can use as an upgrade.
Some gorgeous decks too.
Yeah.
And if you're thinking about doing a deck, be sure to have that discussion of how you, because we can do a deck ledger. You know, have a full discussion about what your plan is, even if you're planning on doing it later, just so that we can make a plan for the home.
Exactly. Does anybody have any questions? I'm just going to run the video in the background, but does anybody have any questions about the St. Helens, or do you want me to try to go to a particular room?
I wondered about maybe explaining a little more about the 9-foot plate height, what that entails, what they get for that.
Okay. Oh, that. So a standard ceiling height is an 8-foot ceiling. You can do a vault off an 8-foot ceiling, or if you go to a 9-foot ceiling, what it gives you is a foot taller on your slider doors, your windows, your cabinets get larger, your garage door gets larger. Over the front door, like you saw in this house, you get that transom window over the front of that front door, but everything pretty much gets larger with a 9-foot plate. Yep, I just saw Paul's message. Can the cabinets in the kitchen go to the top of the ceiling? Yes, they can. Absolutely. We can take it all the way up and then we would still have the trim work up there.
I have a lot of people that want to do that lately.
Yep. Yep. We can do glass ready cabinets as well. So we don't technically put the glass in them because they'll just break by the time they get there, but we'll have the cabinet doors ready for glass if some people want that see-through glass. We can do floating shelves. That's also something we've been asked to do. Deep pull-out drawers, pull-out shelves, garbage cabinets, cookie sheet cabinets. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do in your kitchen that we can do.
And yes, Paul, handles are an option on the, instead of the knobs. You can do different pulls. You can even have us just not drill the holes out if you have something special that you want to do for the cabinet knobs. But you can get the pulls, you can get the knobs. We have a selection.
Yep, and we have a new selection coming in the not too distant future, which is nice.
Yeah.
on the Adair website, if you haven't been on there lately, there's a new virtual home designer tool that is kind of fun to play with. You do have to put your information in to get access, but you can do things like pick cabinet colors and some of the flooring colors and some of the different countertop covers and kind of put your kitchen together. And most of them will tell you what is an upgrade versus a standard. But that part's fun. And that one you can find generally under home planning. Do you have pull-out garbage bins for the kitchen and carousels? Yes, we do. Yeah, we can get those. They are an upgrade, but we can get those, Paul.
Pretty much however you want to design your cabinetry. If you can, we can design it, we can do the Lazy Susan, we can do shelves, we can, just tell us what you want. And for this particular person, when they brought their own range, letting us know the size of the range, what the appliances are that you're going to be bringing in, we build it around that. So, and you have an opportunity to look all that over before we order home.
Really good questions, you guys.
Yeah. I liked how this plan, it could be like the dual primary suite so that you could have, there's a lot of multi-generational living going on now. And I just thought that this is a great plan for that, being able to add, a bathroom to that, and maybe even have a separate entrance.
I can kind of show you on how that works on this plan. If you are interested in having the dual master, if you come back here, this dual primary suite right here, this was the bonus room. I don't know how you guys can see that on the screen. No. But this is actually the bonus room. We make an ensuite and a walk-in closet. And you can do things like third car bays. We can do the patio covers. We can make the primary suite a little bit larger. Those are all things that we can do with the houses.
But look at that walk-in closet. That's a nice size walk-in closet. That might even be enough for my clothes.
Yeah, it is. With the side load garage, having access to the utility room and the mud room back here is kind of nice if you entertain a lot. So people can come in through the mud room, go into the half bath. You've got a lot of closet space in this house. So in this house, you've got a shelf and pull closet by the primary. You have a coat closet right as you come into the door. You have walk-in pantry. You have another closet right behind the walk-in pantry. I have a lot of people that pull that center wall out and make just a huge walk-in closet or a huge walk-in pantry using some of the space from this closet back here. All sorts of little tweaks that you can do to make our house your home.
That back mudroom entering in, I had a client that loved the idea. That's where they put the dog wash area because they go out in the back, and then that's where they wanted them to come in and rinse them off, and then let them come on into the house in the primary bedroom and wall this off if they had company. This is a real private area. I love how the other bedrooms are over on the other side. So if you have guests and they stay up a little later than you do, you can shut yourself in over here and you're all self-contained.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That mudroom could even be like a little den, a little TV room for yourself, or just it's a very versatile plan.
Well, and if you felt like you needed a larger walk-in closet, we could extend the closet out and use some of the space from that mudroom to make a bigger walk-in closet.
Yeah.
This is a nice sheet too, because it's going to a standard vault. This will show you a standard vault where that break line is going to be up here on the corner of my screen. It'll say optional vault area. It just kind of gives you an idea that the vault is probably going to be, right close to this wall in the great room is where the peak will be.
Really opens up the room.
Again, does anybody have any questions? This house is, again, the Louisville. It is the same home as the Louisville, just this one has a bonus room. So the Louisville, just the wall ends here. and the bedroom takes up part of that space.
And they really kept the home to most of the standards, you know, I mean, they went with the carpet and the rolled vinyl. You know, of course, you can do luxury vinyl plank, you can do laminates, you know, we have a variety of different types of flooring, but look how nice it looks, just with these, this is standard.
Yep. It is nice.
Mhm.
It is a nice home. We can do corner fireplaces too. Some people like corner fireplaces. Some of the time we can make a little bit wider of an island if that's what you're looking for. Just run any ideas you have by your local HOC and they will be able to tell you some of the things they've done or seen. Again, this is going back into the primary bedroom.
Mhm. And I like the idea of having a slider in the back there, so you can have like a deck or a hot tub off of the back. What a great idea.
Yeah. I wish you guys could see the tub. So what comes in this house, it is a fiberglass tub. It's a big soaking tub that inserts into a tile surround. So it is a really nice soaking tub if that's something you're looking for. And again, you've got the fiberglass shower right here with the glass door. Does anybody else have more questions?
Looks like.
Oh, do you have options for pendant lights in the kitchens? Yes, we can either
Yes.
rough in pendant lights or we can put pendant lights in.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I noticed they did a lot of roughing in for ceiling fans throughout
Yes.
the house. Which practically every room they had them roughed in, so.
Yeah.
Looks like they've got some big plans down the road.
Yep.
I love that shower, but I love having the bench. You know, so you can kind of sit down, shave your legs, you know, whatever you need to do. So, you know,
Absolutely.
it's just nice that there's so many options because it's a good sized shower so that you can have a bench in there.
It is a good size.
Oh, and you know, we also should mention, we do the roll-in. You know, I'm getting a lot of kind of, speaking of the multi-generational, a lot of people that want that zero clearance into the tiled shower. They need to have a tiled floor, but then they can have a roll-in
Right.
shower as well. Or if you're just planning ahead. So.
Just let me know, you guys, if anybody wants me to slow this down a little bit so you can see something.
And the Sherwin-Williams paint inside and out. Now we have about 30 colors of exterior paint color combinations to choose from. And that's included in the price of the home.
Yep. And we currently do job site cleanup. So that's also included in the price of the home. Again, this is going back into the bonus room. They have amazing view.
What is that? 21 by 15. That's a big, for either making it, you know, like the dual master or just a big play area for the kids or whatever you want.
Yeah. Hi, Cindy. Cindy Dunbar is one of our potential clients working with us in Bonner Ferry. Bonner's Ferry. We use James Hardy siding, so it's a concrete siding.
Mhm.
And again, standard windows are drywall wrapped. It is an upgrade to do the sill and apron or to have a fully wrapped window. But we can do things like just fully wrap the great room windows. We can just do sill and apron on certain windows. It's all very a la carte. We can also do metal roofs. Metal roofs are a custom option though. So those are something that the HOC would have to submit for pricing with a metal roof. It's going to be quite a bit higher.
Do you get a lot of call for that in the Spokane area with all that snow? I just curious.
We do, and we don't. There's pros and cons to both, metal versus the architectural. Are the electrical, they're all 15 amp. You can upgrade to 20 amp throughout the house, or you can have specific ones that are 20 amps. Absolutely. We can do things like RV hookups. We can put vehicle chargers in. You just kind of tell us what you need and we work from there. Hot tub hookups. We can do those, the 50 amp circuits. Just the more amps you put into the house, you are probably going to have to upgrade to a 400 amp service at some point if you put too many of them in there. We can do things also like generator ready electric panels. A lot of people are looking at getting like the Generacs. We just have to know what you want or what you need for things like that.
Mhm. That kind of comes back to your future plans too. You know, some people are thinking of down the road, putting a shop. You know,
Yes.
so again, having that conversation with your HOC to say, you know, we're gonna put in a swimming pool, we're gonna add a shop, these are our plans. You know, let's have that discussion, even if you're not ready to do it, just so that you don't have to go back in and do some of the electrical or changes to the home that would need to be done.
Exactly.
I wish they would show that little where they're gonna put the, I've seen some really great where they do like a half shower pretty much for the dog washing area where and we've done those. So I mean, you don't have to do it yourself later on. We could do that ahead of time.
Yes. Yeah, and those showers can be the big tiles, the big 12x8 tiles. They can be subway tiles. Everything that we have, we carry actually in our showrooms that we can show you when you come in.
And Cindy would like to know, is there space above the garage, like, you know, attic?
There is attic space, but the garage is not built with attic trusses to use them that way. That would be considered an upgrade that you would definitely want to ask about so that we could get the pricing correct on that.
Did we talk about being able to have the raised island or flat, putting the seat in or not, or, you know, again, really just think about what works best for you.
Yep, some people like to have this little lip for bar stools. Other people would rather to have cabinets on the front and back of this. You do have 2 power outlets, one on each side. We can do the bar style islands where it kind of comes up and it's higher. There's all sorts of things we can do.
And that's a good size island. That's 6 feet.
Yep, it is a good size island. Even the space between the oven and the island on this one is pretty wide. If you look between here and where that island is sitting, there is a lot of space there. So you could even pull that island a little bit closer if you wanted to make more room in the dining room. But I think really what they're lining that island up with is this cabinetry right here, but the space from the oven to here is quite a few feet.
Or you could extend the island and make it wider.
Make it longer or wider.
Longer. Yeah, there's plenty of space there.
Yep, absolutely.
I've had quite a few people want to do the knobs on the top and the pulls on the drawers. So,
And you can do that.
you can, yes, you can.
You can do that. Yes, Cindy, you can curve the island.
Yeah, I just saw that.
This house, I should tell you, this house has the sink on the back elevation of the house with the window. I think when you look at today's floor plan on this house, they have the sink in the island and the range where the window was. We can move that if you like your sink to be looking out the back, and then we would just move the oven to be over here. And then the island would just be a flat island. So little things like that are things that you want to talk to your homeownership counselor about in the branch. Yep, Paul, we can do full height tile backsplashes going all the way to the bottom of the cabinets. That's not a problem. We can do subway and then we have backsplashes in branch. And that's also something that you could do after you move in. We could leave the backsplash off if you wanted, and you could put a different backsplash up, but standard backsplash is too high of subway tile. So in the bathrooms, it'll be too high of subway tile than the mirror. And in the kitchen, the standard is too high, or you can upgrade and go full height, or you can carry the countertop. If you do quartz or granite, you can carry that up 6 inches or full height. So a lot of options on that.
I noticed they didn't do any backsplash on the kitchen here. They must be planning to do something.
They're gonna do their own backsplash.
Yeah, and you can do that too. So lots and lots of options.
Yep, beautiful farmhouse sink. This is an upgrade. If you do a quartz or granite countertop, you get an undermount stainless sink. And you can do a dual bowl or a single bowl. With the laminate countertops, which is standard, it would be a top mount sink. So it just really depends on what kind of surface you have in your bathrooms and your kitchen.
And in the bathrooms, if you want the square sinks, it's only $50 upgrade.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a fun new look too. So nice to be where it's warm, and I see all that snow out front of this home, and it's like, oh yeah. Nice to have it be nice and warm over here in the Tri-Cities.
I know. Yeah, this was taken in February. I just didn't get set up for the virtual in time. Any other questions out there, you guys, about anything?
Whoop. There we go. I lost it.
I think we're good.
Yeah. Well, just be sure and, contact the office that's closest to you so you can sit down and talk about that, get all these questions answered.
Yeah. So Paul, we do not do fencing. Anything outside the house, we do not do. So landscaping, kind of think about in your site development budget would be excavation, porta pot. It would be hooking up of utilities, sprinkler systems, lawn, landscaping. Those type of things would be a part of a site development budget.
But that could still be rolled into the loan.
Yeah.
Having everything, a lot of that outside work that you're doing, your flat work, of course, excavating permits, all of that. If you're financing, that can still be rolled into your loan. It isn't something that has to be out of pocket.
Right. Things that we're looking at doing in the future is decks. There's a couple things that, Adair's looking at bringing in house. So you'll see that coming up in the future. Nope. So sidewalks to the doors or porches or in front of the garage, that would be considered flat work. That would be separate.
And again, being able to be included into the home loan, everything that's in the site services list can still be in the loan, but it is something that that we necessarily do.
In all your branches will have contact names for people that they've seen before, used before. Generally, we update them regularly with feedback from our clients that are using them. Make sure we keep the good ones on that list. Any other questions out there? You guys are good at asking questions. Thank
Yeah.
you. And again, this house is in northern Idaho.
I've had a few people that want to bring their own mirrors. You know, these are the mirrors that we supply, and they wanted more of a, you know, some sort of decor or border on it or whatever. And of course, we can leave the mirrors off, and you can do something with your own mirrors.
Yeah, that's definitely something you want to tell us about in advance, because once those mirrors go up, they are not easy to bring down.
Yeah.
Yeah, even in those mudrooms, if you guys would want to do, like she said, a rough in for dog wash or a rough in for the utility sink, little things like that, those are things we can do. Little tweaks. Again, there's your transom window on the screen, because this is a 9-foot plate, so they get a transom window over the top. And then this house comes with a side light. Because it is the farmhouse elevation, that is the reason why that patio cover goes across the entire front of the great room. With the traditions, the front patio covers just right over the door.
Even though you see, you know, the kind of the package with the garage door being a certain garage door and a certain entry door, you can change that up as well. But you will notice that as part of the pricing for the different elevations, it will show a particular door, garage door, side light, so on and so forth. And then, you know, we can change that up for you.
I want to thank Cindy for her time today. Thank you for being my right hand. And I want to thank everybody for taking time out. What is the difference between a 9-foot ceiling and a standard, literally taller walls or something else? A standard ceiling height is 8 feet. So yeah, with a 9-foot ceiling, the wall height is 9 feet for your ceiling versus an 8-foot ceiling. But with a 9-foot ceiling, we're going to make the upper cabinets taller. The windows are going to be taller. Even the garage door is going to be taller. So a 9-foot ceiling is a 9-foot ceiling across the entire house, where like a vault is going to be more in your great room, dining room, kitchen area. And then the other parts of the house will be 8 feet. So 9-foot ceiling encompasses entire house, but it affects windows, garage doors, cabinet height, all of that.
So you basically get your 36-inch cabinets, an 8-foot garage door versus a 7-foot. So everything, and windows are taller. So it would look pretty funny if you just kept everything. At that, this is where the windows go for 8 feet, and then raise that up an extra foot. So it's got to be proportionate.
See, anybody have any other questions? And again, appreciate your time.
We have a few more coming up, so if you want to join us again, we've got 2 more next Saturday and the Saturday after that. Different floor plans, but you know, it's always fun to just kind of look, because everyone does a little something different on the inside. So even though it might not be the floor plan necessarily that is right for you, it's kind of fun to watch, because then you can get some tips on, you know, what you may want to do with the interior, taking a look at different kitchens, cabinetry styles, that kind of thing, because all of our homes are so different when you make the decisions of what fits for you.
Yeah, these videos actually will go out to YouTube later so that you can view all the videos later. And even if you go out to YouTube, you can put in like St. Helens Adair and it should pull up any other videos we have on the St. Helens.
Mhm. Just keep in mind that some of them may be older. So you may hear things like owner to do, you can do your own painting inside and out. We now do all of that for you and provide the Sherwin-Williams paint. So just keep that in mind in case it's an older video.
Yep.
And all the new upgrades, because I love our new lighting package. I mean, I'm looking at the lighting in here and thinking about how wonderful the new lighting package is. And gosh, we're just always improving, listening to everyone and what people want.
It is. And on the design your home, let me see if I can get this, like need to purchase. If I can get in there, I can kind of show you some of the fun stuff that you can do with the virtual tour. This is the first time that we have had this. It actually just launched this week. It's a little slow loading, but like I said, you can click on different things and see some of our packages, whether, and it will tell you if it's an upgrade versus a standard on here. It may not come up. Here we go. So this is kind of fun because when you look at lighting, you can just click on lighting. It's loading. It makes you have patience.
Well, it's probably a little slower since you have the video going at the same time. So
Yeah.
it does take a while to load, but not quite as long as what you're seeing today. Oh yeah.
So on here, this is showing you, it should be able to show you some of the different lightings that you can do. Like this is the mid-century modern lighting package. It's not a good representation of it, but this is one of the lighting for pendants. You can pick your countertops if you wanted like an upgraded countertop. This is a granite. This is also a granite. So you can see how the countertops are changing as I do this. It just gives you an opportunity to really play with stuff. Like this is one of the new pulls that we have. So you can kind of see here, you've got the knob, but down here, you have the one that we call it a shell. Or you can go to these ones and you can kind of see how that just changed. But this is pretty cool. Again, this just launched, so it's not been on our website before. And you can pick to go into the bathroom, you can pick to stay in the kitchen, but like there's this one for your sink. So the sink faucet will change and it shows you these are upgrades and then what comes standard. You just have to get used to playing with this. Cabinetry. There's your backsplash. You can kind of see the backsplash change. These are not the only ones we have though, so that everybody knows we have a lot more selection in our offices. But you can play with all of these. Like this is the one that I have in my office, is this backsplash. And I have a deeper gray countertop with the white. It does not allow you to put your floor plan in here. Like I said, this is brand new to us. So I'm glad it's actually up so that you can see it. And then I'm going to kind of show, hopefully this will show you, Cindy. I know earlier you asked about having a double oven. I'm going to see if this will show you how that works. So right now, this is standard. This would be considered a pantry cabinet upgrade. So now you have a 36-inch cooktop over here, an oven here with the stainless hood vent. And then here you've got your microwave and second oven. So this is how we would situate that in the St. Helens. We would just have a pantry cabinet where I showed you it would be. kind of, well, let me see if I can get to one. It'll be right here. And actually the pantry cabinet, I can really put it anywhere you want if you feel like it will work better somewhere else. But if you guys haven't played with this, it is a lot of fun. Just know that we have a lot more color choices in the actual branches. It even shows you like the different floorings that you can do. We do LVP, we do an engineered wood, we do a laminate, standard is linoleum. But this allows you to kind of play with cabinet colors, some of the flooring colors. You can actually get in and just play with what we have. The different wall colors. We'll go with like this color. You know, so it's fun to play with this.
It's amazing what the difference, even just changing the backsplash, it just gives it a whole, and putting the different pulls on, and you just get a whole different look.
Well, and the backsplash is fun because that's one that, you know, you just have a hard time visualizing what is that going to look like.
Yeah. And I'm sure they'll be improving this, you know, and your comment about being able to maybe load in your floor plan and do some of this. We just rolled this out. They told us that it's just going to be kind of basic for right now. We just kind of want to, you know, just get it out there, and then they'll just be improving it all the time, I'm sure.
Yeah. And you can save these and actually print them. So if you're playing with it online, you can actually print it and bring it in with you to the local office and kind of see it in person, which is neat.
Mm-hmm. And we can see what you,
yeah, and we have a better idea.
It's a great communication tool.
Any other questions? I think we have answered everything in the chat. I don't think we forgot anything in the Q&A.
Yeah.
We do have under cabinet lighting for the cabinets. You can do, it is an upgrade, but we do the under cabinet lighting.
And the soft credit, the soft close on the cabinets. Yeah, once you've had those, and then if you move or you're renting, meanwhile, while you're building and it doesn't have it, you just kind of let that cabinet go and it just stays there. So it's,
right.
Yeah, once you get used to it, you can really get spoiled. And they also have the gas range top instead of the electric. So
yeah,
you can have either. See, now there's a fireplace, which is the tile, and give you a different idea.
Any other questions out there? I think we're good. Again, I want to thank everybody for your time today. We do have some more different homes coming up in the next couple of weeks. I think we have a Mount Hood with a mother-in-law unit on it. We've got a Taylor, more contemporary home. We have that coming up. So just always check the Adair events, virtual events. I don't think we're going to start seeing the open houses just yet. And in my market, I know for Northern Idaho, we'll start doing them a little bit later in the summer. But for right now, you'll be able to look at all the different virtuals out there. Anything else?
You were just so thorough that But there were some good questions. Thank you. We do appreciate, you know, having you interact with us a little bit and let us know what you're thinking, and what your questions are, because it is, there's a, you know, there's so many options and so many things that you can do with the home. It's impossible in an hour to really just show you everything. So, you know, come in, talk to your HOCs, take a look at, you know, the showrooms. We have a really good selection of things for you to look at. And it's fun.
Yes, it is. All right, well, I'm going to give everybody back a little bit of time on their Saturday. And thank you, Cindy, again for
Yes.
co-hosting this with me.
Yeah.
And if anybody has any questions, just reach out to the local Adair offices, or you can go through our online team. They're amazing. They will get the answers that you need or get you in contact with one of us in the local branches. All right, I'm going to shut it down. Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.